Hello there, just going to do an update on Bitcoin. So potential trades today that we missed out, that I missed out on. Okay. Now let me we can actually see what happened. We had a big massive push on the upside, but let me show you what happened pretty much and what I was thinking of doing. Okay. Now the red lines, these are the highs and the lows of Friday. Okay. And then what we have is in this leg, I was looking at the 50%. So if I use my fib, so 50% as you can see around this particular point here. So we have some wicks in this particular case, yeah. Okay, and then we have 61% around there. We have a mitigated wick, which is fine, it's good. We also have our point, extreme point, which is here. Now below this we have liquidity, of course, and this is just liquidity. So what happened on Saturday? My understanding is I was waiting for the market to get into premium, into discount in order to buy, and I was looking for it to go to 50%. Now what happened was on Saturday, so we can see we have 1 and 2, which we went up again. So pretty much we form a double bottom here. Okay, at this particular point, we have a small fair value gap there. Okay, but the reason why I didn't enter was because, let's have a look. So this was above 50%. So this is the area. So this is the block above 50%, which is here. Okay, now some people will enter this because it is holding up on support, but I wanted it to go to discount pretty much, so this would be below 50% here. Alright, now, yes, we could have caught this move there on the upside, but anyway, we missed this one out. And then we started going up, and on Sunday, we had displacement on the downside. You can see a big displacement downside, and then I was like, okay, are we going to be targeting this point or not, or are we going to go into discounted point? We came here, we tap again, so therefore we formed another, we're building up liquidity. So market is doing its liquidity form. There we go. So you can see the liquidity below this because people will be looking to buy at this particular point and put the stop around this point. And then what happened was we had a sweep of liquidity. So you can see a big candle down here. And then here's the thing, I don't know what happened at that point. Did I see it? Did I not see it? And then we have automatically a nice reaction. So if I go back, we had a nice reaction on the upside. As you can see, we had a nice reaction on the upside. And this was the big down candle before the buy. So yeah, so on Sunday I would have waited for it to come back. Nice push, enter there, and I'm looking for the fair value gap. So probably put the stop below this because we've got some sort of fair value gap there, and then I'm going to be targeting these highs here. Okay, so all this liquidity to be taken out. Okay, now if I want to be conservative, then we're going to be looking at these equal highs, but we want to look at we have a mitigated wick there which we want to go to, which is close. Okay, which you can see the price eventually tap into. Okay, which is nice. Now we can go on the lower time frame to refine this, but that's fine. So that's one trade which I missed out. Okay, so I'll just change this to great, get this been done. Now Sunday market was breaking more structure. So Sunday broke more structure on the upside. Sunday evening, market came back, pulled back here into this discounted region, and then again, so from this high to this low, and then we had another move on the upside. So this is another move as well. So this was during Asia session. So if I use my indicator there, you see that this is during Asia session. We had push on the upside, and then we started putting up. Okay, so going all the way up. Right now, my understanding was, so since we are breaking out, so this is a breakout. So this is going to be breakout on Sundays, yeah. So Mondays are open, so we are looking at the breakout. Now we know that some of the breakout will be what? Some of the breakouts are going to be fake. So we got my fib from here to here. Okay, so you can actually see we tapped into this external fib there, and then we are getting rejected from it. So now it's okay. So we want to go from, which we are already in premium, so we want to sell into discount. I was like, where do we have discount? So here we have a big demand zone, a big fair value gap. And then what we have is we are building up liquidity here, isn't it? So look at that, we're building up liquidity. So I was like, okay, well, let's price. I think I went on the lower time frame to wait for a market structure shift. Okay. Now what we have is we have this was being created. We came in, we tap into it, and went up, and this we got some demand area there. Now what we notice, if we notice that this here, this low is breaking out this structure. So we have a change of character, and this low failed to break out this high. So therefore below this we have liquidity, which I'll mark there. So price came in down to take this out, and we have a nice reaction and golden candle. Now this is something I like to see. This is down, so let me just draw it properly. So we've got the down, we've got the push, and then we get down, which sweep this one, and then we had a nice reaction, which we're going to take us to the upside. So therefore, this would be our entry point. So stop loss would be below this, and target will be this one here, 1:3. Okay. Now, again, so what has happened is we got the breakout. It went down. That's the breakout, and breakout's failing, and then instead of going all the way down to into the range of last week, we are getting rejected from it. Okay, so let's have a look. There we go. So look at that. Right, so look at this. So you can actually, the price came back into the fair value gap to tap this in. So we could have a nice entry there. But this is the safest one, and then we could have entered another entry there as well below. And we can shoot this one as well. So 1:6, yeah, it goes to trade. And look at that. I think I can display it now. We can actually see where price went. Look at that. Okay, yeah, so this is pretty much all the way to, let's say, change of character breakdown. Let's say we just stop here. 1:9. Yeah, 1:9. This is an amazing trade if we able to catch this. Now whenever we try to catch those good setup, so it's good to, I'll say it's good to increase your input into this one. Okay, yeah, so therefore that we're currently here now. If I go back to 20 minutes, okay, now this is where we are in 20 minutes. We're broken out massively, so this is the range now. So now what can I do? I can erase this just in front of you guys. We can just do this very quickly. Now we got the low, so Monday lows, Monday lows is here, and this is the Monday high. So now we got this big range there. You can see. So pretty much during the weekend, it's just consolidating. Okay, and then if you go from the low to the highs, we got the 50%, which is here. We got 61%, which is here. So we have our point of interest, which is here. Okay, but now notice this, that below this now we still have this point. We still have this point now. We still have this liquidity tapped. We still have this liquidity tapped. So this means that this here is still valid. This here is still valid, so I just put it there in green. This one's still in green as well. Still in green, so this is the most relevant one. 50% is there. We see how market will do this. Now if we go from the Sunday lows to the highs, then this is still fine, this is still fine as well. You can clearly see that. 50, yeah, we can come back into this one, so we'll see what happened. Okay, alright, now this got taken out, so I'll just mark this one here again. So this got taken out as well. Okay, now what we also have is this is also liquidity, so we're also printing this as liquidity now, because this is trend line. So people will be like, oh, extend this up. So if price come down to here, people will be looking to buy as well. So this is something that we need to look at as well. So we want to be careful there. So let's drop this down as well. Let's go on the higher time frame. Okay, so you can actually see, well, not perfectly, you can actually see where it's there. Okay, now the question is, where are we? So we are currently here. So we've got this big range that we have. So we can go from low to high. So we're currently at 61%. You can actually see the fib. Now, normally at this fib we then have to have a reaction on the downside to go up. Okay, so let's go on the 2-hour time frame to check what we've got there. There's one indicator like I used to use. I like to use this one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's this one, but for some reason it's not. Let me just remove this. Okay, so it's telling me that we have. Okay, it's just giving me this as support, and telling me that we do have something there on top, which it could be this extreme one here. Yeah, that's extreme one. Mark it in purple. Okay, we do have this one as well. So currently this is the one. If we came down to break this one, then we can continue going up. Okay, yeah. So this is just for Bitcoin for now. So 61%, and just be careful with shorting Bitcoin. So just like I said, so you want to know when to get out because it's bullish. So longs would be great. Okay, so now just wait for price to formulate and see tomorrow.